Hi, I'm Anubhav and I'm from IIIT Hyderabad. I lead the incubator there. Today we have with us Shashank Tripathi, who is the partner at PwC and founder of Jagriti Yatra. When somebody from outside comes and tries to start an initiative, the community, due to trust factor, always shows some resistance. You being from the area can do that to handle this kind of resistance when a person from say for instance Hyderabad or XYZ city in India wants to go to work in a village for their upliftment. How do you see that we win the trust of the local community there?
I think if you are genuine and if you really feel for some cause, people discover it quite easily, and then there is no lack of those trust. Where people distrust you is that he's going to come for a few weeks or a few months or a few years, and then he's going to go back to his safe comfort in a tier one city or a metro. I think what you need to demonstrate to gain trust is longevity. See, trust engenders when you are positive. You're not in the protest mode. You are in the building mode. So if you go with that bent of mind, that no, I'm not here to find out what is wrong, or if there is something wrong, I will commit to it. So for instance, a lot of people say healthcare system is poor in these days. I said, chalo, theek hai, you go there, commit to 4 or 5 years of your life, start a social enterprise, don't do it out of the goodness of your heart, do something which also gives you a salary, gives you an income.
We see Jagriti Yatra from outside, and you had your skin in the game from past. If we take the mark from 2008 till 2019, it has been 11 years. How do you see the paradigm shift happening in these 11 years? Though the numbers are all over there on the website and all, but if the personal touch to those changes can be seen, what are the examples that you have? You want to say that, you know what, when we started it was this. Now 11 years in the history, we have seen things moving from this point to this point in a very positive manner, and yes, there has been a paradigm shift. So how do you describe that shift?
So first is two or three shifts which have happened over the last decade or 11 years. One is that entrepreneurship was really not looked upon as positively as it is today. Although Infosys had happened by then, so people were positive, and that really helped us, because without that it would have been very difficult for us to convince young people to travel on the train. So when we started this in 2008, there was skepticism. I think the whole idea of entrepreneurship was not so well explained. The whole idea of Madhya Bharat was not so explained. Even nation building was seen as something which is done in some NGO or some government office. So I think these four concepts of youth and women, and I'll talk about women in a minute, nation building, enterprise, and middle India are the four things which we have seen evolve constantly over the last 11 years. And the reason I say youth and women is that when we started, we had youth, but what we realized is that women are very critical for the enterprise development formula, because they have, as I said earlier, a balance sheet building quality. If you give them something, they will preserve it, they will give it to the right people, whether it's their children in health or to society. And in general, it has also been proven by various research that they have a lot to do. And unfortunately, women are still not so empowered. So if we shift the dial even 15% of women, the impact could be almost 50%. So we feel that these four things have evolved. I think the attitude of the government towards entrepreneurship has really gone a radical change. They've really embraced it. The attitude of young people to come on this harebrained adventure for 8,000 kilometers is very important.
What is your message for the youth today? And you have been working with the youth since 11 years, 11 odd years now.
See, there is those youth who are in middle India, who are from smaller towns and villages. I would say to them that there has never been a better opportunity to build your own area, your district, your village, your mohalla, your kasbah, and this is the last opportunity we have, because in the next 15 to 20 years, our demography is going to decline. So we have the advantage of young youth population which can work. And for those youth and women in the metro cities and tier 1 towns, I think you can also contribute a lot to this middle India, because the market connects, the mentorship, the finance connects that you can bring to them. So I would say for both of you, adopt a place, focus on that for a period of time, collaborate with each other if you can, and that will get you the kind of growth that this country really needs and deserves. The future is with you, but you have to define it. And we have only one shot at this. In the next 15 to 20 years, we have together to build a new India.
Thank you so much, Shashank.